Friday edition of PFT Live, Monday night's game. A loss by the Ravens to the Lions, exacerbated by a fumble from Derrick Henry. Devin McCourty had a great take on it on Tuesday. He saw the elbow a little too low. Aiden Hutchinson comes in from behind, punches it out. 3 fumbles lost in 3 games, 2 of them deadly to the Ravens. And Derrick Henry's demeanor afterward, he kind of did a Kramer and fell backward on the bench after he put his helmet on the post when he came to the sideline. He was beside himself the rest of the game. He participated in one more snap after that. A lot of it was because they needed the pass-catching skills of Justice Hill. But regardless, he's got an issue now, and he's got to solve it. He has... Last year, he had 3 fumbles and 325 rush attempts. And in 2023 with Tennessee, he had no fumbles in 280 carries. He has 3 in 3 games this year. Before Monday, he had never fumbled in 3 straight games. Here he is from this week talking about his sudden case of the dropsies.
It's a problem that got to get fixed. So, I'm working on it. I'm working as hard as I can, to, let this issue be resolve. And it's tough right now, just the consecutive weeks back to back, which is crazy. So y'all saw me in distraught because I was just like, can't believe this happened for a 3rd time. But just gotta go back to work and push forward. Even though it's hard, can't nobody fix it but yourself. So I gotta accept it like a man. Everything that comes with it, I accept.
He's got the right attitude, but, here's the reality. There's a mental component and a physical component to it. How do you not become obsessed with ball security? And also, what do you do differently to keep it from happening? Is it just bad luck, or is there something you're doing? Like Devin said, he used his keyboard to show, you don't need to do the Tiki Barber kind of, awkward, high and tight all the time. And Tiki Barber got to the point where he always just carried the ball nestled that way, and he was able to be very effective. But you have to know when to protect it that way, until you're clear of the line. Anytime you're in any sort of traffic, you need to protect the ball. And then if you're running free, as he often is, you can be a little looser with it. He's never carried it like Walter Payton did. I said that the other day. Walter Payton, they used to say you're carrying it like a loaf of bread. I would submit to you, if you carry a loaf of bread that way, you're going to ruin the loaf of bread. I think
exactly.
I've said that. Right.
They always said that about Walter. I always disagree with that comment.
Yeah.
He had huge hands.
No, you don't carry a loaf of bread like that. You carry a loaf of bread by the end of the bag. Yeah.
Right.
You don't want to squeeze the life out of the bread. So regardless, I think it's a combination of things. And, the reality is next train's on the tracks. They're going to Kansas City. They can't afford to fall to 1-3. They can't afford to have Derrick Henry make another key fumble in another key moment.
Yeah, I think it's for him, I think it's just minor tweaks and probably going back to watch film on a couple of them. But on the last fumble, that's a hell of a play by Aiden Hutchinson. I mean, that's just a great play. And there aren't many guys, if he starts planning for that, he's going to be looking for the rest of the season. Not many defensive ends have the ability to do what Aiden Hutchinson did in that situation. He kind of missed to come around the edge and then catch Henry from behind and be able to punch the ball out and cause a fumble. So I think the other fumbles deserve his attention. This one, that's just not going to happen week to week. That is a hell of a play by Hutchinson more than it is a problem from Derrick Henry.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.